Actual Games Jobs Direct is the only job board that we advertise on, predominantly from a branding perspective, trying to make sure that we're getting as much exposure as possible, because they've got a really good following in terms of socials and web traffic.
I think I talk to you guys on a level a lot more. I can give you a call and say, look, we're having difficulty with this, because you give this a boost, and and it will happen probably, I'd say, instantaneously in some areas. But I definitely think it's that relationship that we've got that is a lot better. I've got a really great relationship with our agencies and things like that, but in terms of actually a main job board that we work with, I don't work with another major one, so it's good to have that relationship in place for sure.
The response and the persistence with you guys, and also just the transparency of what you can offer, and the quality of the services that you can provide is always quite apparent and always quite clear, and always a great benefit to us.
Yeah, it's been really great actually working with Games Jobs staff. Nice guys. Met them down here at Develop as well on a face-to-face basis. It's been really good, engaging people, keen to get you on board, not too pushy, and generally trying to forge, connections and relationships with them. So it's been quite good.
What I really like is that it's collaborative. So I speak to Keen a lot that work for you guys, and he helped us at a time where we hadn't rebranded. So we've just recently rebranded, and we hadn't done a lot of that previously, and he took stuff for us and said, leave it to me, I will put something together. And whether it was a GIF or some small content videos that he could put on that start selling us who we were, he took it upon himself to go and do that, and he would come back and check in with me, and it just took that off me. Sometimes when you've got a lot going on, you don't have time to sit and really think about that. So it was nice that, for a third party could come to me and say, let me help you, and does this fit with your brand voice? And then when we rebranded, I sent it over to him, and he linked that in with what he was already doing. So it was a really nice collaboration. On a job board, you're getting a wider scope, and you're paying a much smaller amount for more exposure to people that can come your way. So you're not paying per candidate with a job board. Really, you're paying for a wider reach to other people. So I find that we use agencies, and they're brilliant, especially when we're really looking for really difficult roles. But in terms of using the job board, we've also had 3 hires come out of that, which, considering the conversion of how much that would have been in an agency, we already paid for ourselves. So I think there's pros to both, but it's definitely more cost effective when it's per hire. I find that the packages are really well laid out. You can pick and choose what you want to do, and if you're a smaller studio and you don't have a large budget, you can work with you on how do you just decrease it or increase it for what you need. So even though you've got a suite of packages, you can also make a bespoke one, and that's what we started with. And now we've moved up to a more higher level because we knew we were utilising it a little bit more. So I think it's really well laid out, and it's good for smaller studios as well. As a studio, if you're just starting out, so you're always looking for what your unique selling point is and why they should pick you over other studios. So especially for us, where we haven't been able to shout about our projects because they're still works in progress. So having a job board that talks about us and promotes us to other industry individuals gives us that credibility and keeps us growing. So that is how we've been successful in growing, sort of double our size over the last year. And doing that through job boards and sort of collaborations with third parties is something that was just really important to us, especially for getting out who we were and backing us as a company. So far I've been really pleased to just continue the journey with Games Jobs Direct. It's been really great.
Providing an opportunity to show what we can offer candidates is so important, because it's not just about, this is just not a job. It's not just a job, rather. It's more about that as a business. This is what you can get as a Teamster and as an employee. So I think that's very much important. And I think the angle that the route that you're taking now, in terms of not just promoting roles, but promoting the reasons why people would want to work for the businesses, is again that multifaceted angle and a multifaceted approach that we can really enhance and finesse our employer brand and reasons for wanting to work with us as well. Yeah, I think there's a distinct difference of people that just are interested in video games, and then people that really want to add value to the products and the projects and the titles that we're we're producing or publishing. So really encapsulating that targeted specific niche rather than purely just the people that are kind of loosely interested in video games and see it as, oh yeah, that's a nice industry to work in. People that really have that expertise as well as the interest. Catering and targeting the approach to those guys or that audience is perfect, and yeah, definitely something that we very much value at Team 17.
Yeah, I'd say go for it. Nice people to deal with, good product, good following, plenty of high visitor numbers to the website as well. So yeah, definitely recommend it.
It's a tough market. We're all recruiting for the same niche roles. We're all recruiting, as rapidly as we can. And I'd say that we need all the tools that we possibly can use, and it needs to be easy, accessible. So I would say definitely, if you aren't working already with the job board, it's just another tool to your arsenal that can really help you, especially on the cost-saving front, but also for quality of talent as well. Our reach goes a lot further in using the job board, so I definitely recommend it.
I have not used a business like Games Job Direct before. I find the quality of the video is great, straight to the point, quite direct, but also encapsulates quite a lot of the creativity of the games, whilst also promoting the roles that we've got to offer. The response and the persistence with you guys, and also just the transparency of what you can offer. And yeah, the quality of the services that you can provide is always quite apparent and always quite clear. And yeah, always a great benefit to us.